Kamu cek piringmu, aku cek piringku. Hari ini kita makan apa? Adakah karbohidrat, adakah protein, lemak, serat, dan vitamin? Nasi, roti, jagung, singkong, itulah karbohidrat. Protein hewani, telur, dan daging. Protein nabati, ada tahu, tempe. Serat itu buah, sayur. Kita harus makan makanan sehat bergizi, supaya tubuh bugar, hati pun jadi senang. Kita tumbuh hebat. Kita harus makan camilan kaya nutrisi, supaya otak cerdas, bisa fokus belajar. Kita berprestasi. Makanan sehat itu dari bahan alami, kurangi gula, garam, dan minyak. Tanpa bahan buatan, pengawet pewarna, juga harus minum air putih. Anak Indonesia harus selalu sehat, hidup kuat, berenergi, berkarakter baik, berprestasi tinggi, siap gapai cita-cita. Kita harus makan makanan sehat bergizi, supaya tubuh bugar, hati pun jadi senang. Kita tumbuh hebat. Kita harus makan camilan kaya nutrisi, supaya otak cerdas, bisa fokus belajar, siap gapai impian. Kita berprestasi. Kita berprestasi. Kita berprestasi.
Ayo semua bangun pagi, sambut mentari, olahraga pagi, badan segar kembali. Ayo semua gerakan badanmu, oh kawan, ajak teman-teman bergembira bersama. Ayo, ayo kita semua rajin olahraga setiap hari. Tubuh sehat, pikiran kuat, menjadi anak Indonesia hebat. Ayo semua bangun pagi, sambut mentari, olahraga pagi, badan segar kembali. Ayo semua gerakan badanmu, oh kawan, ajak teman-teman bergembira bersama. Ayo, ayo kita semua rajin olahraga setiap hari. Tubuh sehat, pikiran kuat, menjadi anak
Good afternoon, teachers.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, and warm greetings to all of you. Welcome to today's webinar, English Language Teaching Today. What works, what doesn't? Probably organized by Balai GTK Provinsi Nusa Tenggara Timur. To begin this event, we will continue with a moment of prayer. We invite all participants to pray according to your respective beliefs. Thank you. Please be seated with proper posture to sing the national anthem Indonesia Raya. Thank you. To officially open today's webinar, we would like to invite PLT Kepala Balai GTK Provinsi NTT to deliver the welcome remarks. Please welcome Dr. Teguh Slamet Rahayu MSI. The screen is yours.
Baik, terima kasih Mbak Fani yang telah mengantarkan kita menyiapkan acara atau kegiatan ini sehingga kita dapat melaksanakan kegiatan di siang hari ini. Sebelumnya, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, salve, Om Swastiastu, Nama Budaya, salam kebajikan, rahayu, dan salam sehat bagi kita semua. Yang kami hormati Bapak Kepala Dinas Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan Provinsi atau Bapak Ibu yang mewakili. Yang kami hormati Bapak Ibu Kepala Dinas Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan Kabupaten Kota atau yang mewakili. Yang kami hormati Bapak Arisono selaku narasumber pada kegiatan ini atau di siang ini, dan Bapak Ibu yang kami banggakan yang bergabung melalui Zoom meeting ini, dan tentunya juga kepada teman-teman atau panitia yang telah bekerja keras untuk mempersiapkan dan menyelenggarakan kegiatan webinar di siang ini. Tentunya Yang pertama, tidak lupa kita panjatkan puji syukur kehadirat Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, karena atas rahmat dan karunia-Nya lah kita dapat berkumpul secara virtual dalam keadaan sehat walafiat dalam rangka mengikuti kegiatan webinar eh, dengan tema English Language Teaching Today. What doesn't? Tentunya kita semua tahu dalam beberapa tahun terakhir ini bahwa pembelajaran bahasa Inggris mengalami banyak dinamika, baik dari segi pendekatan, media pembelajaran, pembahasan kurikulum, hingga tantangan yang dihadapi oleh para guru-guru kita, yaitu khususnya guru mata pelajaran bahasa Inggris di dalam satu satuan pendidikan. Bapak dan Ibu, dan juga tentunya saat ini kita perlu melakukan beberapa cara pendekatan, beberapa cara strategi, dan juga pemetaan berbagai masalah terkait dengan tantangan ataupun permasalahan yang ada dalam pengejaran mata pelajaran bahasa Inggris. Seperti kita ketahui semua, seperti kita ketahui bersama bahwa tantangan-tantangan yang ada saat ini betul-betul kita rasakan. Seperti apa tantangan-tantangan tersebut? Antara lain yang pertama adalah perbedaan tingkat kemampuan siswa. Hal ini eh, menyebabkan proses kegiatan belajar mengajar memiliki latar belakang yang pendidikan yang berbeda-beda dalam penguasaan kemampuan berbahasa Inggris, sehingga kevariasan inilah salah satu eh, tantangan bagi kita, bagaimana caranya kita bisa eh, mencari strategi, mencari cara untuk mengatasi kondisi perbedaan eh, terkait dengan kemampuan peserta didik kita. Yang kedua, keterbatasan sumber daya. Tentunya keterbatasan sumber daya ini banyak hal, Bapak Ibu, ya, dari sarana prasarana, dari sumber daya manusianya, dalam ini adalah tenaga pendidiknya. Banyak sekolah-sekolah yang mengalami kekurangan fasilitas-fasilitas seperti ini. Baik itu baik itu fasilitas sarana prasarana, sumber daya manusia, atau Bapak Ibu guru pengajarnya, juga materi ajarnya, sehingga untuk mendukung kegiatan ini tentunya harus saling bisa memberikan yang terbaik ketika terjadi kekurangan, ataupun bisa mempunyai strategi atau cara ketika sumber daya kita ada keterbatasan sumber daya. Kemudian tantangan yang ketiga adalah terkait dengan metode pengajaran yang kurang variatif. Kita ketahui semua bahwa saat ini di beberapa tempat banyak metode pengajaran yang monoton, hanya seperti itu aja, sehingga kurang menarik bagi siswa untuk mengikuti pelajaran bahasa Inggris. Nah, kita tentunya harus mempunyai ide, mempunyai cara supaya pengajaran bahasa Inggris ini bisa kita buat menarik, atau kita buat variasi-variasi, sehingga metode tradisional yang saat ini terjadi bisa kita rubah menjadi eh, metode yang pembelajaran bahasa Inggris yang menyenangkan. Tentunya dalam menyikapi tantangan tersebut yang saya sampaikan tadi, kita harus bisa mencari jalan keluarnya. Bagaimana cara pendekatan dengan kondisi-kondisi tantangan atau permasalahan yang kami sebutkan di atas. Untuk itu, kami akan sedikit memberikan gambaran terkait cara atau metode atau pendekatan untuk apa namanya, untuk mencari cara bagaimana terhadap tantangan-tantangan tersebut. Tentunya kita harus mempunyai pendekatan beberapa hal. Yang pertama adalah bagaimana cara pembelajaran yang berbasis proyek. Kita dapat melihat siswa dalam proyek-proyek yang memerlukan penggunaan bahasa Inggris secara aktif, kemudian contohnya adalah seperti pembuatan video, presentasi, atau penulisan-penulisan artikel ataupun membuat blog-blog yang menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Pendekatan yang kedua adalah pemanfaatan teknologi. Bapak dan Ibu, kita semua tahu bahwa saat ini adalah tidak bisa kita hindari dan kita harus bisa mengikuti zaman perkembangan teknologi sehingga teknologi ini dapat kita manfaatkan dalam rangka menggunakan aplikasi atau platform atau pembelajaran online dan sumber daya digital lainnya untuk membuat materi pembelajaran lebih interaktif dan lebih menarik sehingga ketika kita memanfaatkan teknologi ini, maka pembelajaran bahasa Inggris ini semakin inovatif, semakin bervariasi, sehingga menarik para siswa atau siswa menjadi termotivasi untuk lebih giat, lebih semangat dalam mengikuti pelajaran bahasa Inggris. Tentunya dari tantangan tersebut yang ada tadi seperti itu, kemudian pendekatan-pendekatan sudah kita lakukan sehingga kita harus bisa menemukan ide dan juga menemukan strategi yang terbaik dalam rangka perbaikan pengajaran atau pembelajaran bahasa Inggris yang saat ini ada di satuan pendidikan di wilayah kita, Bapak Ibu ya. Salah satu strategi atau yang pertama yaitu kita menggunakan teknologi atau perkembangan teknologi yang saat ini yang ada. Kemudian kita melaksanakan eh, eh, pelatihan profesional bagi guru dalam memberikan pelatihan yang fokus pada pengembangan keterampilan bahasa Inggris dan metode pengajaran yang modern sehingga guru betul-betul menguasai teknik, menguasai materi, menguasai teknologi sehingga dalam menyampaikan pelajaran guru ini mempunyai cara atau strategi yang sangat menarik bagi siswa. Nah, ketika kita menggunakan teknologi dalam pengajaran ataupun pemanfaatan alat-alat digital, tentunya inilah yang bisa meningkatkan kualitas pengajaran dan membuat pembelajaran lebih menarik sehingga siswa atau peserta didik betul-betul bisa sangat senang untuk mengikuti pembelajaran bahasa Inggris. Kemudian strategi yang ketiga yaitu eh, pembelajaran yang inklusif. Tentunya dalam hal ini kita harus betul-betul bisa menciptakan lingkungan pembelajaran yang lebih baik dan lebih inklusif dengan menyediakan sumber daya yang memadai dan mendukung serta inovasi-inovasi dalam pendidikan bahasa Inggris. Bapak Ibu yang kami hormati, marilah kita manfaatkan kesempatan ini hari ini dengan sebaik-baiknya untuk belajar bersama dalam rangka menggali dan berdiskusi terkait pendekatan, strategi, dan berbagi praktek baik dalam pembelajaran bahasa Inggris. Semoga melalui kegiatan ini, Bapak Ibu guru, Bapak Ibu semua yang hadir dalam webinar ini dapat meningkatkan kompetensi di bidang bahasa Inggris dan dapat diaplikasikan di satuan pendidikan wilayah Bapak Ibu masing-masing. Semoga kegiatan ini juga menjadi wadah untuk memperkuat jejaring antara pendidik atau antara Bapak Ibu guru dan juga pemangku kepentingan khususnya pada mata pelajaran bahasa Inggris. Dan apabila dalam kegiatan ini dalam dalam hal yang belum Bapak Ibu pahami, belum Bapak Ibu jelas, maka silahkan Bapak Ibu diskusikan, silahkan Bapak Ibu tanyakan kepada narasumber kita, yaitu Pak Risyono. Kemudian kebetulan beliau juga sudah hadir ya Mbak Fani, sehingga silahkan Bapak Ibu untuk berdiskusi, bertanya apapun yang Bapak Ibu masih belum jelas, apapun Bapak Ibu yang masih ragu, sehingga dengan selesai kegiatan ini, Bapak Ibu akan betul-betul mendapatkan manfaat, akan betul-betul mendapatkan pengalaman baru, dan juga tentunya akan betul-betul mendapatkan materi yang bisa membantu dalam rangka proses belajar mengajar di satuan pendidikan atau di kelas di wilayah Bapak dan Ibu. Baik, Bapak dan Ibu, untuk menyingkat waktu, akhirnya kami semua dengan memohon ridho Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, dan dengan seizin Bapak Ibu yang hadir pada kegiatan ini, dengan mengucap Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, kegiatan webinar sosialisasi English Language Teacher Today What Doesn't secara resmi dibuka. Demikian yang dapat kami sampaikan. Jika banyak kata ataupun kalimat yang kurang berkenan di hati Bapak Ibu, saya dan saya mohon maaf sebesar-besarnya, dan terima kasih atas perhatian dan partisipasi Bapak Ibu. Semoga seluruh rangkaian acara webinar ini berjalan lancar dan memberi manfaat nyata bagi dunia pendidikan kita. Akhir kata, selamat mengikuti kegiatan ini, tetap semangat, dan belajar untuk menuju pendidikan yang ramah dan bermutu. Akhir kata, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, salve, Om Santi Santi Om, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, salam sehat selalu. Terima kasih. Waktu dan tempat kami kembalikan ke Mbak Fani.
Thank you very much, Dr. Teguh Slamet Rahayu MSc, for the insightful remarks and continued support for teacher development initiative across the province. It is now time for our main agenda. Let me introduce our speaker for today, Mr. Risyono MPDGR, a dedicated English teacher from SMA Negeri 2 Fatule Utengah, and soon will be our Widya Iswara at Balai GTK Provinsi NTT. He will be sharing his valuable insights and practical experiences on what truly works and what doesn't in English language teaching today. Without further ado, Mr. Risyono, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Fani. Let me check my system, my sound. Can you hear my voice, everyone? Hello,
Yes, sir.
clearly?
Yes, it's
Okay,
very
okay.
clear.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, Rahayu, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy today. I'm more than happy to be here. But before, let me greet our head of BGTK, the Honorable Head of BGTK, Bapak Teguh, BGTK East Nusa Tenggara Province, and then the Honorable and the respected teachers from Nusa Tenggara Timur. Let me say hi. Hello, everyone from Flores. Hi. And from Sumba. Okay. And from Timor. Okay, nice. And today we have 141 participants here. It's a nice number for us to start this webinar. And I'm here to be the presenter, and in this webinar, our topic is English teaching today, and it's a specific topic in what works and what doesn't. So today we will talk about our daily practices in our class, what works and what doesn't. Yeah. And from Pak Teguh remarks, I took some notes. Please, Ibu Fani and Ibu Cynthia, for the next meeting, maybe we can discuss this. Fun teaching, and then project-based learning, and then digital learning. But for now, we will only talk about what works and what doesn't in our class, in our daily activity. And let me share my screen, Bapak Ibu. Okay. Here it is, our activity today, English language teaching today, what works and what doesn't. And this moment means a lot to me, not just a presenter, but as a fellow teacher and who understand what it's like in the classroom, the challenges, our situation, real situation in class, and everything from A to Z in our class. And let me start by telling you a little bit about myself, everyone. As Pak Teguh told you before, I'm also a teacher. I'm a teacher in SMA Negeri 2 Fatula Tengah, Kabupaten Kupang. And my school is one of a 3T school, yeah, frontier, outermost, and least developed region. And I've been teaching here for 10 years, since 2015. Now I'm in the process of moving to BGP, to BGTK, NTT, to work as a Widya Iswara. Thank you. And now, today I want to share with you some important ideas about teaching English. This is not a gimmick of Ibu, yeah, and it's not a new trend actually. And these are big and solid ideas that I have thought about it for a long time. And I believe they matter because they will help our students. Let's begin with these two pictures, Bapak Ibu. Last year, I participated in a webinar. The presenter is Dr. Willy Renandia. He is a lecturer in National Institute of Education, Nanyang Technology University of Singapore, and he delivered this topic, this material, and this is really, really interesting, Bapak Ibu. That's why I try to adopt and to adapt, and today I will deliver this to you, everyone. And we can see on the picture. The first picture shows how English teaching used to look in the past. ELT in the past. You can see some colors there, blue, green, purple, and orange. It means that there were so many opinions, there were so many theories, there were so many theories, approaches, and strategy. So many teaching methods being promoted, being proposed, and if you are reading English teaching literature, you will find some method like grammar translation method, audio-lingual method, total physical responses, and then direct method and silent way. And those methods, it was confusing, Bapak Ibu. Teachers were often left wondering which one works and which one should I use. But today, I think everything is clear, Bapak Ibu. Most experts seems to agree that what really matters if we want our students to become good at speaking, writing, listening, and reading in English So we have come to one agreement, and this will come to these 5 debate topics in the past, Bapak Ibu. Let me ask you let me say hi to Ibu Sofia. Are you with us here, Ibu Sofia Mami? Okay, can you turn on your mic? Okay, we have to be interactive in this webinar, Bapak Ibu. It's not one-way discussion. Hello, Ibu Sofia Mami. Okay, I can hear your voice, Ibu Sofia. Okay, Ibu Sofia, what do you think? What is the best method in English teaching, Ibu Sofia?
I think in my experience in my classroom, I usually use technical like
Just say it. Never mind.
discussion, sir.
Discussion. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, one more. Pak Marcelinus Mingus. Excuse me, Pak. Can you share with us? What do you think? What is the best method in English teaching? Hello, Pak Marcelinus Mingus.
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
please. Okay.
Yes.
Would you please tell us what do you think?
The
What is the
signal
best
is not
method?
signal in East Manggarai is not so the
Not so
signal.
good. But
Yeah,
I
not so good,
can
the
I can
signal.
hear your voice
Yeah.
clearly, Pak.
Yeah, I am Marcel Mingus. I'm from East Manggarai.
Mhm.
I am a teacher in elementary school.
Oh.
I'm sorry, excuse me. In elementary school, we don't have a special teacher for the English teacher. Saya itu karena bakat, bukan karena basicnya. I'm not a basic English teacher. I am study in the college in the PGSD, Pendidikan Guru Sekolah Dasar, but I am interested for the learn English.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciated, Pak Marcelinus. You are not from English background, but you are having eager to learn English. Appreciated, Pak Marcel. So, do you teach English in your school?
Yeah, I'm teaching English in my school from dari kelas 4 sampai di kelas 6. Dalam pengajaran saya ada pegangan, tetapi disesuaikan dengan kemampuan saya, because I am not the basic English teacher.
That's okay. But I think you have good English proficiency.
I want to practice. I want to practice English.
Okay. So let me continue to my
Thank you.
agenda, Bapak Ibu. Thank you, Pak Marcel. Bapak Ibu, actually there is no one best method, Bapak Ibu. The best method is the one that works in your class for your students based on your knowledge, your experience, and students' need. Okay, out of there we can read, we can learn. There are so many approaches, there are so many techniques in teaching English, there are so many approaches, but the best method is the best method is the one that works, that fit to your class, to your knowledge, and to the students' need. So we can answer the first big question, what's the best method? There is no one best method, Bapak Ibu, ya. The best method is something fit in your class, fit with your students and your experience. Because young children, teenagers, or adults all learn differently, Bapak Ibu. You as the teacher know what works for them and what doesn't work for them. So the best method is in your hand, Bapak Ibu. And the second big question Mono versus multilingual. My question is, should teacher use English all the time in class, Bapak Ibu? I want to ask to Ibu Emerin Siana Hujun. Hello, good afternoon, Ibu NC.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, please tell us, what do you think
Afternoon.
about the second question?
Yeah, as English here is not uh, as English as the foreign language, not the second language. I usually use multilingual
Okay.
to teach English. So I mix English and Indonesian, sometimes in 50-50%. But sometimes I use English 75% and 25% for Indonesian. Just for for simple English.
Okay.
Simple
Okay.
something like in
Okay.
teaching narrative, I use 75% of English and 25% of Indonesian.
Okay.
In teaching procedure text, I mix 50-50%.
Okay. So you use
That's what I
multilingual,
have
Ibu,
done.
ya? Okay, is that all, Ibu?
Yes.
Hello, Ibu NC. Is that all, Ibu NC? Okay. So thank you, Ibu NC. Yeah, in the past, some experts said use English only, and others said it's okay to mix languages. And my answer is, Bapak Ibu, now we understand that, and to answer this, it depends on the situation. Use English when you can, and you may switch to Indonesian or even local language. And it will be effective and it will help your students understand better. And the goal is not to follow a strict rule. The goal is to help students learn. So multilingual is allowed, is permitted to use in our class, Bapak Ibu. Okay, we go to the next question. Question number 3. We have fluency versus accuracy. My question is, should we focus more on fluency or on accuracy? Please help me, Ibu Sepriani Nubatonis. Please, what do you think about this? What should we focus more on, fluency or on accuracy? Your mic, please. Everyone, can you hear Ibu Sepriani's voice? Hello? Okay, please, we have Ibu Sari. Yes, Ibu Sari, please answer my question. Should we focus more on fluency or on accuracy?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Riz. I'm proud
Yeah.
of you to see you in this room. I'm on the way from
Yeah.
Dinas to my home, so
Yeah.
I just want to say I want to answer your questions about accuracy or fluency.
Yeah.
In my opinion, accuracy, accuracy, and fluency, I think same important.
Yeah.
Same important about accuracy and fluency. But in practice, people more likely to feel speaking fluency better than accuracy like that. But two things is important to make English better. So I think both important. So we have to practice mix both of accuracy and fluency.
Okay.
That's That's all, Mr. Riz.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
a little bit
okay.
crowd here. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Sari. Yeah, both of them are important, Bapak Ibu, but they matter at different stages, Bapak Ibu. For example, for the beginners, I as a teacher will be focused more on fluency in the beginning level, yeah. Especially for the young learners, fluency should come first. Let them speak. Let them make mistakes. Let them write. Let them read as they want to do, and don't stop them too much. So don't focus on accuracy first on the young learners, but later when they are more confident, so we have to build their confidence. That's time for us to pay more attention to accuracy, to help them polish their grammar or their pronunciation. So fluency and accuracy, what should come first? I think fluency. Don't stop our students to try to learn to make mistakes, Bapak Ibu. And then the fourth question, NS means native speaker, Bapak Ibu, and is means non-native speaker. So what do you think? Who will be better to be an English teacher, a native speaker or a non-native speaker? Please, Pak Gerardus Hale, help me to answer this question. What do you think? Who will be best teacher? A native speaker or a non-native speaker?
Okay, first of all, I would like to ask you the chance to introduce my name first. Okay, I am Gerardus Hale. I am an English teacher from Kabupaten Belu, one of senior high school. Well, talking about native speaker and non-native speaker, I think it depends because we are the learners. That's why when we speak well and fluently means we mastery English a lot. And besides that, if we talk about native speaker is the people who have
English as their first language.
Yeah. Who are coming from abroad and every day they use English as their first language for them. And we are in Indonesia, I think we are the learners, the second language for us. That's why we include to non-native speaker.
So who will be the best teacher for?
Excuse me, can you repeat?
Okay, so between native speaker or non-native speaker, who will be the best teacher to teach English? What do you think?
Oh, according to me, I really like native speaker. Why? Because learning with native speakers means we can adopt many things, whether from speaking, reading, writing, and listening, or therefore what we call the skills of English. But if we need non-native speaker, sometimes sometimes I get confused. To understand, to catch them, to talk to something or to tell something. Sometimes I myself get confused.
Okay. Okay.
But if I face native speakers, I really understand well about what are they talking about, what are they saying.
Okay. Is that all,
Okay,
Pak Gerardus? Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, for the moment, I think that's all for
Okay.
me, and we can continue later.
Okay. Does it mean that a non-native speaker cannot be a good English teacher?
Excuse me, I think I don't mind that.
Ah.
I
Okay.
don't mind that because, as I told you,
Mhm.
that we are Indonesian is put English as the second language.
Mhm.
That's why we are the learners.
Mhm.
We have to learn English in order to know whether we learn structure, grammar, and some elements in English in order to master.
Okay. Okay.
But about, for example, speaking well, have a good pronunciation, I think sometimes is different with someone from native speaker.
Okay. Okay.
That I have
Okay.
some experience, many experience about
Okay.
these things.
Okay,
Thank
okay,
you.
okay, okay. Thank you, Pak Gerardus. And we come to the next question, Bapak Ibu. Really sorry, only one answer for one question, yeah, because we have limited time. I mean, I have 50 slides here, Bapak Ibu, so I have to make it effective. And then the last big question for opening this webinar, Bapak Ibu. My question is, oh, I'm sorry. I still not answering clarify the question number 4. This issue, Bapak Ibu, native speaker or non-native speaker, it's a big issue in the past, but not become the issue right now. It doesn't matter whether you are non-native speaker or you are native speaker, Bapak Ibu. The most important is the teacher is having good training, having good skills, and they have caring for the students, Bapak Ibu. So whether you are native speaker or non-native speaker is not a big deal, I think. The biggest the most important thing is your caring as a teacher, your skill, and you have good training in English. So we go to the next question. My question is, Bapak Ibu, should we teach English explicitly or will we teach English implicitly? I mean, explicitly is you teach language skill, or I'm sorry, language component one by one. Teaching grammar, teaching past tense, teaching all of the rules. That's explicit teaching. We teach the language, or we teach English implicitly. We are not teaching specific language like, okay, today I will teach grammar. I will teach this and this, but you teach in a design like project-based learning, like perform, like so on and so on. So what do you think? Which one is better, explicit teaching or implicit teaching? Please help me answer this, Pak Martinus Umbutali. Are you with me, Pak Martinus Umbutali? Yes, please.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Firstly, I want to introduce myself. I am Martinus from elementary school in East Sumba. I'm not the English teacher.
Okay.
I'm a headmaster of our school. But actually, I want to give a humble opinion about native speaker versus non-native speaker. That's I
Okay.
raise my hand. So I want to answer the first about the native speaker or non-native speaker. According to me, it depends on us. It's better to learn English with the native speaker. But because of our condition, like us in elementary school, we don't have any money, we don't have any tools how to give chance for the children to learn English. Then we have to prepare much money for the native speaker, or maybe to have to give proposal, to send proposal to us. What do we mean? Voluntary, for example. But maybe, according to me, the native speaker is better. But if we don't him or her, yeah, we can use local teacher. It depends on our condition. Yeah, that's I mean. And about the English, teaching English, I mean teach English implicitly. Yeah, so we can maybe we are in local, especially for our school, we are in a village. Yeah, so we have to teach 3 languages. We introduce about the local language, mother tongue, with the mother tongue, and then we use Indonesian language, and then the English language. So we combine the 3, then we can choose good method how to teach English in this condition. That's my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Appreciated, Bapak Martinez Umbu. You are not an English teacher, but you have very good English proficiency,
Yep.
Bapak Umbu. Thank you for your answer. But I cannot respond more because if I respond your answer, it will be on. We will only discuss on this slide. Okay. Thank you, Pak Martinus. So, Bapak Ibu, explicit teaching means that you explain grammar points step by step. You teach how to write a sentence, what is subject, what is verb, what is blah blah blah. It's what I call as explicit teaching, Bapak Ibu ya. And implicit teaching means students learn English by doing, reading, listening, speaking, doing projects, and without focusing too much on rules or language rules. And our thinking now is we need both actually, but we have to focus more on implicit learning, something natural in learning through using language. We are learning how to use language, Bapak Ibu, not to learn what is language, yeah, but how to use, not what is language. So use language to learn, use language to the students implicitly. That's what I want to say, Bapak Ibu. So those 5 questions actually a big debate in the past, Bapak Ibu. So we have the answer now. Our focus is our students, not about there are so many theories or approaches or strategies and so on and so on. So yeah, this is our topic, Bapak Ibu. What I'm about to share with you today or this afternoon is these 8 principles, these 8 big ideas that I believe it is essential for every English teacher, no matter who your students are, primary school, secondary school, or even in a university level. Whether you teach young children, teenager, or adults, whether you teach English using technology or without using technology. And this is foundational, Bapak Ibu. That is at principles, and that word is flamingos. Each letter of the word flamingos stands for one idea. For example, F stands for what? L stands for what? So I'm going to ask you to do just one thing. Listen and discuss, baby, yeah, without taking some notes. I will distribute this slide to you after this session, and don't worry. Okay, are you ready, everyone? Okay, the first F is for fluency, Bapak Ibu. Fluency, ya. F word here is not a bad word, Bapak Ibu, ya. F not a bad word. It's a good word. What is bad word? Don't talk about that. Okay. F here is good word, Bapak Ibu. Please remember this. Fluency is not just important. It's essential in any kind of learning, especially when it becomes to building skills. And language learning, it's all about skill. So whether it's about pronunciation, it's reading, it's speaking, listening, or writing, fluency matters. Okay. Fluency matters in every type of skill, of language skill. What is fluency, Bapak Ibu? Please, Pak Ciprianus Safardi, before we talk about fluency more, please, what is fluency? What do you think of fluency? Pak Ciprianus. Are you with us, Pak Ciprianus? Pak Ciprianus Safardi? Hello? Okay, we have Ibu Francisca. Please, Ibu Francisca.
Okay, thank you in advance. Let me introduce myself. My name is Francisca Novianti. I'm a teacher in Vocational High School. It's called SMK Negeri 1 Keva Mananu. Okay, according to me, fluency in English means the ability to speak, to write, or understand the language smoothly and naturally without too much hesitation, pauses, or teaching for words. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you. The keyword from your answer is smoothly, easily,
Smoothly and naturally.
naturally, and without
Yeah,
hesitating,
that's
Ibu,
right.
ya. Okay, that's
Yes.
good answer, Ibu. Yeah, that is fluency, Ibu Francisca. Thank you for helping me. Yeah, that is fluency, Bapak Ibu. Fluency means the ability to do something smoothly, quickly, easily, naturally, without hesitating, without thinking, yeah, without thinking, autonomously. That's fluency. Fluency is not about being perfect, Bapak Ibu. It's about being able to keep going, to keep flowing. To keep going, to keep flowing, not about perfect, yeah, not about being perfect. So when students are reading, they can do it smoothly without stopping every 2 words. If our students are reading the text, one word stop, one word stop, one word stop, that's not fluency in reading. And in speaking, our students can express their ideas, their feelings, their opinions without freezing or without searching word in their dictionary. That's fluency in speaking. And also in writing. Fluency in writing, they can write smoothly, easily, quickly, without thinking too much. Okay, that's what we call as fluency, Bapak Ibu. Nah, we have a friend here, Bapak Ibu. Do you know him? Do you know him? So, okay, no problem. Let me share with you some words from our friend. I mean, he is an expert in our field in English teaching. He is Paul Nation. He talked about fluency, and I took 3 notes from him. The first one, in our classroom, fluency is often neglected, is often omitted. In Indonesia, we can say sering diabaikan. Fluency in our English teaching. I mean, we don't give our students enough chance to build fluency. This week I teach this, and next week I give new materials, and next week again we give new materials again. No time for building students' fluency. Is that true, Bapak Ibu? Is that true? Okay, it's a time for us to reflect, yeah, to reflect our teaching experience. And in this part, he said that many teachers focus so much on new material, then forget the power of repetition. We didn't give students time to repeat what they have learned, to repeat what they have learned. And fluency also needs recycling, Bapak Ibu. Students need to repeat, to revisit, to reuse what they have already learned. I mean, let them read the same text again. Let them speak about the previous topic. Let them reuse yesterday's vocabulary. So we have to give students time to repeat, And then also we have some misconceptions about fluency. Fluency is not about doing something new, Bapak Ibu. Fluency is about doing things we already know, but doing it better, faster, and more easily. So something we have done, something we have known, but we do it again and again. This is the way to build fluency. And then, so we have come to the one word. So it is about practice, sir. Yes, it's about practice. So let us ask our own self, do we give our students enough time to repetition or not? Okay, this is our reflective questions, Bapak Ibu. And then let me show this picture. Take a good look, Bapak Ibu. We have a picture there. In this photo, you will see many people, but focus on 2 people only, Bapak Ibu. A boy in green t-shirt with a man in blue, yeah. Who are they, Bapak Ibu? Silakan, please help me to describe what are they doing. Pak Vincentius Jawarut, please.
Yes, thank you. They're apparently doing some badminton practices, I suppose. And I suppose the adult is the trainer, and the kid is the trainee. And I'm actually more interested in the cocks on the floor. Look at the cocks. So many cocks, right? Which means that it's a lot of repetition, a lot of reps before somebody is becoming more and more proficient.
Yeah. Okay. Is that all, Bapak?
Yeah, I think so. I think the other teachers can add. I suppose.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for answering. And then, yeah, the boy is a trainee, Bapak Ibu, a young athlete, and maybe a blue t-shirt man is his father, but no. Here is the coach, Bapak Ibu, yeah, the trainer. And the boy is hitting shuttlecocks. How many shuttlecocks, Bapak Ibu?
A lot of.
A lot of shuttlecocks. And
A lot of
how many times the boy hit the shuttlecock in the same way? Repeat
Numerous times.
numerous times, maybe 1,000 times or 100 times. That's not once. That's not twice. That's not 3 or 4 times, but again and again, dozens of times or maybe hundreds, Bapak Ibu, ya. Yeah, that is what we call as fluency, Bapak Ibu. He is not learning something new. He already knows how to hit the shuttlecock. He knows it, but he does it again and again. This is what Paul Nelson means actually. And in our classroom, we often move on too fast. Is that true, Bapak Ibu? Any idea about this? Please, I call you. Just raise your hand, and I will let you answer. The situation is in our classroom, we often move on too fast. What do you think, Ibu Sonia Imelda? Hello, Ibu Sonia Imelda, are you with me? Halo, Ibu Sonia Imelda. Okay, so I will let Pak Petrus Dediasi. Please, yours.
Sorry, sir. What was the question, sir? I'm sorry.
That's not a question. That's a sharing idea.
What is the idea?
Talking about repeat.
Is it repetition?
Yeah, it's about repetition. I said that in the reality, we as a teacher, we often move on too fast in our class. What do you think? Do you do that or do you different things?
Okay, thank you for the chance given to me, sir. So, I'm Petrus Dediasi. I'm teaching in senior high school in SMA Negeri Kotolin. So, it's part in Soe, one district in Soe Regency. So, TTS, yeah. So, about the repetition, I believe that it's kind of still useful for the student right now. So, because repetition can help student to learn more. I just believe that the repetition, even people say it's an old method, but it's a kind I believe that it's really helpful for the students to know the vocabs, and then it helps them, but it's not about the vocabs only, but like they have to change in the sentence, and then but it's kind of repetition, and repetition with it's like make them strengthen their minds, their cognition about the information. So yeah, it's still repetition is still working right now. So I believe that, sir.
Okay. And what about you in your class situation?
Yeah.
Move on too fast, or you teach them not too fast?
Sorry, sir. I'm teaching a remote area, so the students not like when you compare in the city. So I have to slowly with them, and then I have to repeat again. Even for one topic, I have to maybe 2 times or 3 times to discuss with the same topic, and then just to remember about the vocab that I already give them, and then. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Pak Dedi.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
Okay,
Nice to meet you.
Okay, thank you for sharing. So from this picture, we can learn that fluency grows when students repeat, Bapak Ibu, ya. When they recycle what they have been able to do. Not something new, but what they have now, what they have been able to do. Repeat what they have done before. Not repeat. I'm sorry. I mean not doing something new. That's what we call as fluency. Grows from repeating. So let's remember, we don't need something new every time. So what we did is to help students to do what they already know, but in quote, better, faster, and more confidently. That's the keyword for the repetition. Not doing the same thing again and again without thinking the betterment and the faster or the confidence, guy. Okay, we go to the next slide, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, we still talk about fluency. I think we all know the saying, practice makes. Please complete it for me. Practice makes.
Perfect.
Yes, good. Practice makes perfect.
Progress.
Practice makes
Progress, sir.
progress. Okay,
Yup.
good. Okay, Ibu Fani, please give a certificate to Pak Dedi for answering this question.
It's just nice of you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Practice makes perfect. It's a saying that we have known before, Bapak Ibu, ya. But hold on, Bapak Ibu. Is that really true? Is that really true that practice makes perfect?
Yes,
Question
really
is
true.
of
Sure.
practice that, pardon? My question is, what kind of practice that can make perfect? Now, that's my question, Bapak Ibu.
No one, sir.
No one?
No one.
Okay.
It's why I say practice make progress, sir. Only progress, but not
Only-
perfect.
Only progress.
Permanent.
Okay. Let's do debate on this, Bapak Ibu.
Oh, that's okay. That's
No.
cool.
No. We have limited time. So, yeah, many people,
Practice.
many people said that practice makes perfect, but I will say only perfect practice makes perfect. Not
Yes.
only practice, but perfect practice makes perfect. Yeah, that's what I told you before. Repeating, but in better, faster, and more confident. So, yeah, practice makes perfect is right in the past for me. But now I think that only perfect practice can makes perfect. And if you want your students to be fluent in listening and reading, in writing, in speaking, the keyword is repeating in their daily activity. That's what I talk about fluency, Bapak Ibu. So we have to consider this in our English teaching, fluency, Bapak Ibu. And then the second one, L. L is for Lexis. Any other word for Lexis, Bapak Ibu?
I think it has something to do with lexicon or vocabulary or word collections that you have.
Yes, yeah. Lexis is about vocabulary or collecting words. Yeah, Lexis is fancy word of vocabulary, Bapak Ibu. Just because I have flamingo, I use L. Actually, it's vocabulary, but because I have to make it as a flamingo. After F is L, so L is Lexis. Yeah, Lexis is about words, and more words. Because when we learn a new language, any language, not only English, What we really doing is collecting words, gathering words, owning words, and using words. You want to understand people, you need words. You want to speak your opinion, you need words. You want to read a book, watch a movie, write a letter, yeah, you need words. Too often, we ignore vocabulary. We use our inner energy only into grammar, tenses, sentence structure, the rules of sentence, but we forget to give our students to play with words. And I'll be honest with you, Bapak Ibu. This obsession with grammar, it can paralyze our students, Bapak Ibu, because grammar is complex and it will create our students' mind that English is difficult because we teach grammar, sentence. Now, please, we also focus on words. Think about our students. Their vocabulary is very mendasar, foundation for our students to have
Basic.
very basic. Sorry, thank you for reminding us. For our students, Lexis is very basic. Okay, I have two quotes here, Bapak Ibu. Let me share with you a couple of short but powerful quotes. Please help me to read it. Ibu Albertina. We have you, Ibu Albertina. Please, can you help us to read the first quote? Hello, Ibu Albertina, are you with me? Oh, no answer. Ibu Agus Sanaterni Uli. Okay. Nice to meet you here, Ibu Uli.
Hi, good to see you.
Okay, good to see you.
Hello everyone. I'm Ibu Eni from SMA Negeri 3 Kupang. Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity to read. I will only read the first one. Is that right, Mr. Risiono?
Yeah.
Only the first one or the second one as well?
Only the first one, Ibu.
Okay, I will read the first one. Without grammar, very little can be conveyed. Without vocabulary, nothing can be conveyed.
Okay. Would you please tell us? Would you please tell us? What do you think about this?
I mean, you mean translate?
Yeah.
Translate this
Yeah.
or?
No, not translating, elaborating.
Well, I think this statement is very interesting. Well, because in communication, if you have vocabulary, you still can talk to each other. I mean, without grammar, you still can talk to each other and people still can understand you. But if you have no words at all, of course, you cannot say anything. So this statement is correct.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Uli.
Thank you.
Okay, nice to see you again here, Ibu Uli. Okay, please, the second one is for Ibu again. Ibu. Okay, let me choose the name. Ibu Yadida. Hello, Ibu Yadida. Please help us to read the second one. Yeah.
Okay, is my voice clear?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I will read the second one. Language ability is to quite a large extent a function of vocabulary size. Wow, Anderson 2005, page 88. So do I have to tell the meaning of this? I mean,
Yeah, my pleasure.
okay. Language ability is to quite a large extent a function of vocabulary size. So according to me, maybe this is about when we learn the language. I mean, I'm sorry if I made mistake. We can get a lot of vocabularies. Am I right?
Yeah.
To me, then, okay, when we learn some languages, then it will make us able to, what we call it, yeah, to mastering some vocabularies. That's from me, I think.
Okay. Thank you, Ibu.
Yes, my pleasure.
Okay, I really like your answer, Ibu Uli and Ibu Jadida. Yes, Ibu Uli said, if we have no vocabulary, we can say nothing. Yeah, grammar can wait, Bapak Ibu ya, can wait. But without vocabulary, there is no language to begin with. So, what is the first F, Bapak Ibu? What is the first F?
Fluency.
Okay. What is, okay, and what is L?
Fluency. Fluency.
Lexis.
Lexical.
Okay,
Yes.
Lexis. Okay. We can divide two aspects of vocabulary knowledge, Bapak Ibu. The first one is the number of words a person knows. It means that the more words you know, the better you can understand and use language. For most language learners, research suggests that we need 3,000 is enough to handle the majority of text. And for our students, knowing around 4,000 to 5,000 words would be even better. And as for you, as for us, the teachers, we have to have broader vocabulary, of course, but our students need 3,000 words. It will be sufficient for them. It will be enough for them. And with that knowledge, they can comfortably understand most texts in English, whether they are novels, articles, or other authentic materials like newspaper pieces or some articles in internet. So, have you ever counted your students' vocabulary, Bapak Ibu? Do you have any experience to knowing how many words do our students have? Any experience, Bapak Ibu? Or we only come to the class teaching without remembering that our students need vocabulary. Any sharing, Bapak Ibu, from you to know our students' vocabulary? Please
Experience
raise your hand.
to the translation.
And what is your technique to knowing our students' vocabulary? We shouldn't come to the class without knowing their vocabulary, Bapak Ibu. Please make sure that our students have good vocabulary. Please answer my question, Bapak Ibu. Any sharing from you? Talk about vocabulary, our students' vocabulary. Your best practice maybe. Ibu Agustini. Oh, okay, please. Pak siapa barusan?
If it's okay.
Okay, you please.
It's okay if I can share some of my experiences.
Okay.
Well, technically speaking, I do not think I've ever counted the breadth and depth of my students' vocabularies, but in my own teaching, I usually start with a quick quiz consisting of 5 to 10 words, but those are words that we have already agreed on that they need to study for the week, and so for the next for the coming week, they will be tested based on those words that they have that we have already agreed on. So so yeah, that's about the extent of how I instill vocabularies into my students. But again, like, it's always a challenge.
Okay. That's your best practice, yeah, Pak Vincent?
Yeah, a vocabulary quiz for every
Okay,
lesson.
vocabulary quiz in the beginning of your class. Okay, thank you. Okay. Except bread, we also have this, Bapak Ibu. Depth. The second type of vocabulary knowledge is about depth. Not just how many words you know, but how well you know the words. Refers to how a word is used in different contexts, how its meaning change depending on its using, and it depends on who you are speaking to and on what topics you are discussing. Okay, I have example, Bapak Ibu. Okay, it's very simple sentence, yeah. Give it back to me. Give it back to me. Every student, I think know this word, give. I give it back to you, you give it back to me. Yeah, there's a physical activities. But what about this, Bapak Ibu? Same words. Do you think this
It means a promise.
it means a promise. Okay. It's not physical.
There is no things to be moved
Yeah,
around.
there's
in
no
two
things
persons,
to be moved. Okay, good. What about this, Bapak Ibu?
Trying her best.
Sacrifice.
Yep.
Trying her best. Like
Trying her best.
as possible.
Trying her best.
Dedication.
Okay, actually the words are the same, but it has different meaning in different contexts, in different topics. Okay, Bapak Ibu, on the third sentences, there is something interesting here. Only she for these sentences. I'm sorry, for this sentence. Only she. Or he also.
Sorry, pardon me, sir.
I mean, I use she to this sentence because it can be something interesting.
I would also give all to my little daughter because I'm a father.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you got my jokes, baby, yeah. Okay, not only she, yeah, but also he.
Here.
Okay, he also, not only she. And then what about this, Bapak Ibu?
So it talks about contagion, like
Transfer something.
Yeah.
Yeah, contagious.
Contagious. but the words are the same. Give, yeah. What about this, Bapak Ibu?
Is it bad attitude?
I'll try. I'll give it a shot. Means I'll try. I'll try my best.
I mean, he gave me the flu. It's meaning he gave bad attitude, like a contagious bad attitude.
No.
This influenza.
I think he gave me the flu means you caused me to have flu. You have a flu and then you gave it to me. It passes on from you to me.
Yeah.
And now I have the flu.
Oh.
Okay.
Give appropriate target.
Yeah. Okay. What about this, Bapak Ibu? Don't say it.
I do not care. I don't give a blah blah blah. I do not care.
Don't say it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's the example of that. Same words can give different meanings, Bapak Ibu. Yeah. It's not only about the number of the words we know, but also the context, the situation, the pragmatic. Okay. It's also about breadth and depth. Creative and playful use. Pardon?
Sorry, I just remember that maybe previous you say about the meaning of. I just read vocabulary size. And then I just think that is it kind of vocabulary size that one vocabulary can a lot of meanings.
It's depth, I think.
Depth, not breadth.
Oh.
If you talk about bread, it's the number, the number of words we know. But if we talk about depth, it's about multiple meanings. It's about pragmatic use and also creative use. And the last example is for the for creative and playful use. Please, Pak Dedi, you read the sentence.
I went to the doctor and he gave me 2 months to live to live
What
to
does
live.
what does it mean? Gave.
You've got a terminal disease.
Like the secret. It tell me
It means you've got a terminal disease, a very bad disease.
yeah.
You only have
So
2
I
months
only
to
have
live.
2 months. So I can only have 2 months in this world. So
It means that we are gonna die.
don't say that, sir.
Okay. Still in gift word, Bapak Ibu ya. Still in gift word. It's like penalty. And then what about this?
You are sentenced 30 years into prison because you shot somebody dead.
Yeah, but the doctor give you 2 months. But the judge, yes,
So I shot him.
yes, the
It's funny,
doctor,
right?
yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
You have like 29 months, 29 years, 10 months.
yeah. So if
Right.
if yeah,
Unfulfilled sentence.
it's something creative and playful used in word of give, Bapak Ibu. So you went to the doctor and he gave you 2 months to live, only 2 months, and you shot him, and the judge gave you 30 years. Okay, so for if you didn't get the joke, please
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, I got the meaning.
yeah, please contact me later, Bapak Ibu. Okay. So what is L, Bapak Ibu? What is
Lexis?
L? Okay, Lexis. Okay,
Lexis.
we come to the next. So we have done 2 words.
Yes.
So we have 6 left, Bapak Ibu. Make it short, yeah. A is for amount and intensity. Okay. Let me explain this quickly, Bapak Ibu, because it's a bit tricky to apply in teaching, but it's crucial to understand the amount and intensity of instruction. Yeah, the amount and intensity of instruction. Amount refers to the total number of teaching hours, while intensity relates to how concentrated or focused those hours in our teaching. Essentially, we are talking about the number of teaching hours and how spread out those hours are over 6 years, maybe in our school system, and or make it into shorter time frame. And this is a research result, Bapak Ibu. In most countries, students in secondary or in high school typically receive around 1,000 hours of instruction. And the question is 1,000 hours enough? Please, Ibu Tres, is 1,000 enough in our school? Okay, okay. What about Ibu Noviana Atakani? Please, what do you think? Have you ever counted your teaching hours in your school? Hello. Hello, Ibu Noviana, are you with me? Okay, Pak Octavianus Jarabale, please help us.
Sorry, sir, can you repeat? the
Okay.
question.
Okay, I'm saying that in most countries, students in secondary or in high school typically receive around 1,000 hours of instruction. What do you think? Is that enough?
1,000 hours. Aduh,
And
sorry.
have you ever counted your teaching hours?
Never. I never count.
Never
20
count.
something hours per week.
2 hours per week.
No, I mean 20, 24, 28 something hours per week.
24.
No,
Yeah, I mean
every
per week.
class,
I don't know if
for-
you
per week.
do it like calculating within a year, but then again, I think talking about amount and intensity, I think the amount of hours, 1,000 hours is a lot, but it will depend on how spread the hours are. So for example, if you spread them only in like 3 hours within a week, then I do not think it will be enough. But if you do it like every day, that should be okay. But then again, it will depend also on the intensity or duration or the frequency of your repetition.
Okay. So we can count after this, Bapak Ibu. The research says that we need 1,000 hours of instruction. So how many hours of our teaching in our school? Is that 500 or 1,000? So the research says you need 1,000, but if after counting our hours, okay, how many hours do we come to our class? Okay, forget it. Okay, let me continue, Bapak Ibu. In general, yeah, 1,000 hours will be sufficient. But if you want to make it more specific, if we refer to CEFR leveling English proficiency, it is said that to increase every level, it needs 200 hours, Bapak Ibu. For example, your students are in A1 level. So to level up to A2, he or she needs 200 hours. From A2 to B1, you need 200 hours. That's what research said, Bapak Ibu. And yeah, this is our discussion for the next maybe, Bapak Ibu. Talk about amount, but also we talk about intensity. What about our intensity in our class? I think we have 6 years, Bapak Ibu, yeah, from grade 7 to grade 12. Is it effective to teach our students in very long duration? Okay, it can be discussed next time, Bapak Ibu. I didn't talk about it, but what I want to say is, please remember this in designing our class: fluency, lexis, and then amount and intensity. That's what our students need, Bapak Ibu. Okay, next, M. M is for motivation. Oke, Pak Vincentius sudah, Pak Gerardus sudah, Pak Marcel, Ibu Yadida, Pak Simron. Halo, Pak Simron.
Hello, sir. Good
afternoon. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you an English teacher, Pak Simon?
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
From SOE, Timor Tengah.
Okay. Are you a motivating teacher?
Yes, of course. Can you hear me, Mister?
Are you a motivating teacher?
Yes, I can say that because when I come to the class, I make sure that I have to motivate my students to study more because by motivation, then they can have eager to improve their knowledge, especially in English.
And are you a motivated teacher?
Yes, I also motivated. That's why class.
Okay, so you are a good teacher, yeah, Pak Simon, yeah. You are a motivating teacher and you are also a motivated teacher, yeah.
I have to be.
Motivate, yeah, you have to be, yeah. A motivating teacher, in other words, that when you teach your students, they feel motivated because of your teaching. And understand that all of us here are motivated person, I think. And let me share with you what I'm asking, why I am asking you that question, because that's apparently one of the most important question that we need to keep asking ourselves is, am I a motivating teacher? Because what often happens in the classroom is that you see your students, like 40 students or 30 students, the majority are not interested. Yeah, the majority are not motivated. I say majority, Bapak Ibu, yeah. And if I were to ask you why your students are not motivated, then the answer is, well, what do you expect from my students? They are just not very interested in learning. But today we are going to learn that when the students are not motivated, it's probably not a student problem, Bapak Ibu. That's not a student problem. It's probably our problem as a teacher who make the activities, the exercise is really boring. It's us, yeah, Bapak Ibu. It's not students. Stop blaming our students. Okay. Okay, we have a new friend here, Sultan Journey. He said that learners with sufficient motivation can achieve working knowledge of a second language. Yeah, that's a simple statement. Because learning language is not impossible, but it does take effort, Bapak Ibu, and more importantly, sustainable effort. So we have to keep our students' motivation, and yeah, motivation is important. Say yes, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, say yes, that motivation is important. Okay. But my question is, yes or no, that you know how to motivate your students? Ibu Noviana, please. You know how to motivate your students. Hello, Ibu Noviana.
Yes, sir.
Do you know how to motivate your students?
Okay. Thank you for the question for me.
Hmm?
For me, to motivate my student is to remember them about them dreaming.
Remembering them
About them dreaming.
about their dreaming.
Yes.
It can
Because
be more specific in English context, but Ibu, in English teaching context, not in motivating their life in general.
maksudnya saya mengingatkan mereka bagaimana untuk meraih mimpi mereka, berarti mereka harus belajar. Sorry.
Okay. In general, berarti Ibu ya?
Ya, seperti itu, sir.
Okay, thank you. And next, my question is, please answer this, Bapak Ibu. Are your students motivated?
Maybe yes.
Yes.
Some are yes, some are not.
Okay, Pak Vendora, please. Pak Venidora, sorry, Pak Venidora.
Sorry, I'm a woman,
Oh,
sir.
Ibu. Okay, sorry. Please, Ibu Venidora.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. My name is Venidora da Silva. I'm an English teacher in SMK Negeri 1 Keva Manado. This is a school in Keva Manado City, TTU Regency. Okay, your question, sir, is
Are your students
my
motivated?
students are motivated or not? Okay, based on my experience, sometimes I I can feel the students are motivated with my motivation. For example, like when I have the English class, in the beginning, usually I talk about the importance of using English around the world, especially in the global era like this now. And that's makes something sometimes like I give them the story about maybe give the inspiration story from the people who can speak English well, so they are feel interested or feel motivated with my story, that it can help them to have desire or to have the spirit to learn English day by day. Just like that, sir, maybe from me.
Okay, thank you, Ibu. So you motivate your students by telling them, yeah, by telling them to be motivated.
Yes, telling them about the importance of using English in this era, especially in global era like this now.
Okay, by telling them, by preaching them, yeah, Ibu.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, nice answers, Ibu. And then,
Thank you.
is motivation student problem or teacher problem, apa Ibu? Please, Ibu Margareta.
Your problem.
Margareta Maria Muda, please.
Selamat sore Bapak, saya tidak tahu bahasa Inggris nih,
Tidak apa-apa Ibu, omong saja.
hanya menurut saya motivasi untuk peserta didik itu sangat penting, Bapak. Kebetulan saya seorang guru IPS, maka saya sering memberikan contoh-contoh tentang mobilitas sosial, tentang ekonomi kreatif, tentang bagaimana seseorang berusaha untuk berjualan dari hal-hal kecil, melihat hal-hal yang unik, jadikan itu sebagai sesuatu yang bernilai. Sering saya kasih contoh, misalnya seseorang yang misalnya dia memiliki jambu air kecil, jambu air. Nah, jambu air itu dia bisa berjualan, dari berjualan itu dia dapat uang, dan uangnya itu dia bisa gunakan untuk kebutuhan pribadinya. Kemudian sering juga nonton film inspiratif, Bapak. Misalnya film-film tentang bagaimana giginya seseorang itu, anak pelajar itu berjuang untuk meraih mimpinya, sekolah. Jadi dari situ anak-anak itu saya termotivasi untuk berjuang juga, dan selalu memberikan arahan motivasi bahwa tidak ada yang tidak mungkin. Yang terpenting adalah usahanya. Seperti itu, Bapak. Terima kasih, Bapak.
Oke, so Ibu memotivasi anak untuk berjuang, Ibu ya, but not in context of teaching English to make them motivated to learn English ya. Okay, that's no problem, Ibu. Okay, let's back to a quote, Bapak Ibu, a powerful line from Zoltan Dernier. Okay, he said that the best motivational intervention is simply to improve the quality of our teaching. What do you think? It's not about telling them this, and this, Bapak Ibu. It's not about preaching the students do this and don't do this, but the best way to improve our students' motivation is improve the quality of our teaching. Okay, that's what Donya said, Bapak Ibu. Okay. The next word, Bapak Ibu, it's two words. What is F?
Fluency.
What is L? Lexis. What is A?
Amount
intensity.
Amount and intensity. What is M?
Motivation.
Okay. Now we have in.
Input.
Is for input, Bapak Ibu ya. Let me say that again, input. And the good news is input is really simple to understand. Input is what students see. Input is what students hear. That's it, Bapak Ibu. That's the core idea. And so, in our English language classroom, let's ask, what do students see? They see text, they see reading materials, they see short stories, novels, magazines. Is it still magazine available? Anything that their eyes take in, that's input, Bapak Ibu. Not only eyes, yeah, also the hearing, even your gestures, Bapak Ibu, that's input for our students. Also, what about what they hear? They hear you, your voice, your explanation, your storytelling, the way you model pronunciation. They hear video clips, podcast maybe, and whatever you bring into the room. That's also input, Bapak Ibu, visual and auditory input as well, together build the foundation of language learning. That's how our students absorb the rhythm of the English sound, the patterns, the meaning. And here's the key point, Bapak Ibu. If we want students to use language, they need to be surrounded by it first. Not input, not output. That's simple. So let's ask ourselves as teachers, what kind of input are we providing? Is it rich enough? Is it meaningful? Is it accessible and also inspiring? Okay, that's for our reflective question, Bapak Ibu. Yes, Ibu Analisa, please.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, Pak Ristiano. Nice to see you this afternoon. I'm sorry for turn the camera off because if I turn it on, it means I will pick up from this forum because of my connection is not good today. Yeah, to talk about input in our class, especially in teaching English, from others, many resources of input. You can say audio, visual, or anything else. For me, the best input is ourselves as a teacher. Why? Because the close thing to the student is I am who is the teacher here. Because I'm here is a role model for my students. So when I pick it up, when I do anything right, the student will see me and will imitate me. Because learning English for me, in the past I still teach. I still talk English like a traditional thing, traditional way, based on text, based on curriculum and how to reach the target of curriculum and others. But now, when I got many things preference, that it is not good way anymore to teach English. So in these 2 years, I try to teach my students with how to speak daily. When I come to the class in the first lesson, I will talk about what I have found in my own way to the school and others. So the student, I ask them to tell about what they found when they got to school and that. So input here is not only for the reference or resource, but for the rest is the teacher itself as an input. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ibu Analisa. Nice to see you again here. Okay, talk about input, Bapak Ibu. Okay. You know that our first language or our mother tongue is our first language. Then the next language we learn is called second language. And English in Indonesia is foreign language, so we can call it as also a second language. And before learning English, our brain has thinking system or linguistic system with our first language, Bapak Ibu. And when we start to learn new language, let's say English, input will help our brains to know, to understand the linguistic system behind the language we learn. That's why input is really important for our students, Bapak Ibu. As I said, what they see, what they hear, and it can be audio, it can be audio visual. It's very important to determine whether our students can be successful or not in learning English. So make it fast, Bapak Ibu. After in, we have G. Okay. What is F?
Fluency.
Fluency. What is L?
Fluency.
Lexis.
Lexis. What is A?
Amount and intensity.
Amount and intensity.
What is M?
Motivation.
What is N?
Input.
And let's talk about the next is grammar, Bapak Ibu. Yeah.
Grammar.
Earlier, I said that vocabulary is more important than grammar, but it doesn't mean that we don't have to teach grammar, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, I don't say that. I didn't say that. Yeah, grammar is important, but the question is, what kind of grammar we can teach to the student? Do we have to teach all of things about grammar? So, teaching grammar, yes. Teach all grammar rules? No. Just teach the most useful ones, Bapak Ibu, ya. Don't teach every detail of them. Just teach the most useful ones for them. For example, how to use simple sentences, how to use verbs, how to ask questions, how to say no or how to say thank you, how to greet people, how to express feelings. Not this one, Bapak Ibu. Not also blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. Today we are learning not only blah, 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 but also. That's not really important. That's not really important, Bapak Ibu. To say not only, but also, we can say, for example, not only I do like apple, but also banana. It's not important. Many other ways to do so. For example, I like apple, I like banana. That has some meaning, so Bapak Ibu, yeah. So these rules, I'm not saying this is useless. No, I'm not saying this. But for communication purpose, this is too complex to teach to our students. It will be wasting time. For example, had I met you earlier, I would. Please, there are so many ways to express the same expression. So just teach the usual grammars, the basic grammars, like I said before, how to use simple sentences, how to use verbs correctly, how to ask questions. Yes, we teach grammar, but not all of the things of grammar we teach. Okay, and then the last, no, not the last. We have still S. What is O? O here is output, Bapak Ibu. Before we have input, and now we have output. Output means speaking and writing. That we have to provide our students the opportunity to show their English. Give them time, give them opportunity. That's what I call as output. Please, let's ask ourselves again, how many times or how many times in a week or in a month individually we give our students opportunity to show their learning output, Bapak Ibu. This is also something important for us as a teacher to remember in teaching English. Okay, Makitos Bapak Ibu, we have limited time. We run out of time. And the last one, S means set phrases Bapak Ibu. In English, okay, we see many lexical terms like make it up, make fun, made my day, make do. This is something not easy to be explained word by word, Bapak Ibu. We need time to get more something like this lexical term. For example, in the past when I was a student, hey, you made my day. I don't understand what is made my day. I translated word by word. You made my day. Yeah, that's something. That's my experience in the past, Bapak Ibu. So we consider this in our English teaching, make our students knowing this. There are so many lexical terms in English, something like this. This one is on me. It can be used when we go to the restaurant and we met our friend. We can say, this one is on me. Yeah, that's something like that. So please remember this in our English teaching. For example, thanks for coming. Why we say thanks for coming? It's not easy to be explained, Bapak Ibu, but that's what something natural in English. Okay. So we come to the last slide, Bapak Ibu. I do apologize because we run out of time. Really nice to see you here, Bapak Ibu. So what is F?
Fluency.
Fluency. This is the quiz, Bapak Ibu, ya. And L?
Lexis.
And A?
Amount and intensity.
And M?
Motivation.
And
Input.
Exposure.
And G.
Grammar.
We can say exposure. Yeah. Last one S is
Set phrases.
Set phrases.
Usually be into Lexis.
Okay, thank you, Bapak Ibu. We come to the end of this session. Really nice to see you here, and I hope in the next meeting we can discuss more. For example, like I said in the beginning, we can talk about fun teaching strategy or digital learning or project-based learning. So this first meeting is like our reflective session as a teacher. And we can use Flamingo as our guidance to reflect our English teaching, Pak Ibu, ya.
Pak Arsiono, if I may, I mean, a very quick question for you. I mean, a very quick request, if I may.
Yes, please.
Is that okay if you share this PowerPoint to all of us?
My pleasure.
Like, I mean, as long as we're still here, we can just download it, or you can just send us the link.
Okay.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure. Okay.
You can access using the link.
Actually, they have already sent the link of the material.
Okay. Later, Ibu Fani maybe can share the file or the slides, I mean, for you.
Already shared.
Thank you everyone. Really sorry for
Thank you.
inconvenience.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot. As a Flamingo, this is my time to fly again, and grateful for the journey we have shared in this webinar, Bapak Ibu. Thank you. And we back to Ibu Fani, please. Thank you and good afternoon. Ibu Fani, screen is yours.
Thank you, Pak Riz. Wow, this webinar is amazing, I must say. I'm very inspired by Bapak Ibu and of course our speaker, Pak Riz. Bapak Elisyono and Bapak Ibu, we're running out of time. So we need to stop here for now. But don't worry, we will have next webinar. And also we invite Bapak Ibu to collaborate with us as moderator next time. Please confirm your willingness to be the next moderator in the attendance form we give on the chat room. And I'm Agriani Stefani Kadiwano, PTP Ahli Muda Balai Guru dan Tenaga Kependidikan NTT and team would like to say thank you to everyone who has joined and actively participated in today's webinar. We hope this webinar will enrich your classroom practice and further support your journey as passionate educators. Again, don't forget to fill out the online attendance and please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and WhatsApp channel for updates. Feel free to tag us on your content about this webinar on social media. On behalf of our team, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to Bapak Elisyono Alfika for the inspiring and very interactive presentation. And for Bapak Ibu, our participants, for the excitement and joy you share in our discussion. We wish Bapak Ibu all the best and see you in our next webinar. Thank you and see you again.